What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here and welcome back to another episode of my Ashes Cricket Career Mode. If you're hyped for this episode, make sure to drop a thumbs up, give this video a like and leave me a comment down below. I do love reading those. Today we are playing our third to last Sheffield Shield game of the season. We are taking on South Australia over at the Adelaide Oval. Let's go and get straight into it. Alright, so it looks a pretty good day here at the Adelaide Oval. I just want to have a look at the Redbacks team because their rating was like 93 or 95 or something ridiculous. So Ferguson, Lehman, Smith, Carey, Ross, Head. Okay, so I don't know about Jake Lehman opening, but apart from that, that's a pretty good Redbacks lineup, it must be fair. We can potentially take advantage of just the four bowlers in the side. So I'm kind of hoping here, with it being a bit overcast, still I kind of want to hope, especially with the pitch being quite dry, that we can go have a bat first and be bowling in that fourth innings and hopefully try and exploit the conditions as much as we can. But we are going to head to the toss of the coin. Kelvin Smith, I'm not really too sure why he is the captain and Travis Head isn't, but we do have Benny McDermott calling for the Tassie Tigers. He has lost the toss and we are going to be bowling first. So not what we wanted, but we will make do. Alright, so we're coming out to bat here now. We didn't even get an opportunity to bowl, which means we must have done a bloody good job, to be fair. And we will just quickly go and have a look. So all out for 142 inside 38 overs. As I said, we didn't even get a bowl. Cam Ferguson top scoring with 49. And apart from that, nothing really to write home about at all. Bowlers really just shared it around. Kingston with 3, Boyce with 3, Faulkner with 2, Bo Webster with 1. Bit disappointed that we didn't get ourselves a bowl. However, we are 5 for 183, which again isn't ideal. Benny Dunk with the 100. It does mean that we are about 40 runs ahead at this stage, which is pretty good. You know, I'll be happy with that. However, it does mean that we do need to try and tuck in and grab ourselves some runs if we can. So that is a good shot there to get off the mark. We've played it away across that practice pitch and out towards the point boundary. We're going to get off the mark with 3, and that means we do keep the strike as well, which is bloody awesome. And as I said, with this lead and with the Redbacks only having the 4 bowlers, we'll be looking to try and exploit this as much as we can. Oh, what the... Oh, my God. We've been leaving it so well. Zampa's been bowling to us. We've just left. This one here from Cam Valentine was outside. It's just nipped back and has gone and hit the top of off stump. We've done a Glenn Maxwell. It hasn't even... Actually, no, it has just hit the top. It has just clipped the bail. So not really a whole lot to see in this batting innings either, as we did only score 17 off of about 28 deliveries before we did go and get ourselves bowled. Faulkner in, he scored a good knock last time around, so we'll be hoping he can go and do the same. And just to confirm that, 17 off of... excuse me, 16 deliveries. We did have 1 4 in there. It was very streaky. The rest were just made up of 1s and 2s. We are still currently in the lead, though, it must be said, by, I think, yeah, 79 runs. So I'm hoping that Webster can hang in, Faulkner can hang in, we can grab ourselves a decent lead, and we can actually get a bowl in the third innings as well. Alright, so Faulkner didn't get any runs. I think he got a second ball duck, actually, but Bo Webster was able to bat out with the tail, got to 95 before going and getting out. Which gave us 353, which is a very decent lead of over 200. Redbacks still trail by 146. They do have 1 wicket down, 65 on the board, and we are now coming in. Jake Lehman is the man who was out, and would you believe it, this is the first time that we are actually bowling in the game. We do have a very attacking field, it must be said, with 2 slips, 2 gullies, no one in that cover region, so trying to encourage that drive and get ourselves an outside edge. Just like that. Except that one there hasn't really gone through the covers. It's kind of gone through the man at, I don't even know what you would call him, to be fair. Through the mid-off and the other guy there, and they pick themselves up. Yeah, they do get 2. Oh, what a shot. Callum Ferguson, first ball we've bowled to him, and he has just spanked us away through the covers for 4. Worked away through the leg side. It was slightly uppish, but it has been put away by Callum Ferguson. That is going to be a 50 for him as well. He's looking good here today, and South Australia will need him to fire big time if they are going to be back in this game. Oh, slightly uppish from Alex Ross, but again, that one there has been driven away through the offside. No, it's not going to have the timing to get to the boundary, and that is a good piece of work out there by the fielders as well to cut it to just 2 runs. Oh, catch that, please! Yes, there we go, boys. We get the wicket finally. I must say, I'm definitely enjoying it on this harder difficulty. Actually, you know, not picking up wickets in huge amounts. So Ross gone for 52. It was a very good innings as well, off of just 57 deliveries. The Redbacks still do trail, only by 12 runs. They are, however, now 5 wickets down. And we'd have to say, if we can get... I'm trying to think who's coming in now. Tommy Cooper. So we get Tommy Cooper, who's a very good batter. The record says that there. But if we can get him, then obviously we're into Valentine, I think, and then into the bowlers. So we could be potentially not looking at a huge total that we're chasing, but we probably are going to be required to bat again. Oh, shot from Tommy Cooper. I was just about to go down, have a drink, but he has absolutely smoked that one down the ground and picked himself up his first 4. Oh, yes, we're going straight through him. Tommy Cooper, not really too sure what he was trying to do there, but Tom has got Tom, and we're just going to have a look at the replay on this one here, because to be fair, it just looked as though he played all around it, possibly playing for a little bit of extra swing. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot here. It is a little bit overcast up in the top there, but the ball just does not seem to be moving, especially to the left-handed Travis Head. But we go straight through the gate. We will take that. Our second wicket of the day. Redbacks now 6 down. So to be fair, a pretty uneventful game for Cliff, which is the first-class game that we haven't really done, to be fair, a whole lot in the game. Kingston gets himself the Man of the Match award. I'm not really too sure what for, to be fair. I mean, he picked up 3 for 41 in the first innings, which was good. But apart from that, he did score 28. Off oh my god, 28 of 144 balls. You have got to be kidding me. Blockfest, but he did bat around and hung around, to be fair, with Bo Webster as he looked to go and try and make that 100. Just the 4 bowlers for the Redbacks, and I think that did really come back to haunt them in the end. I mean, they're having to bowl a lot of overs, especially when Zampa, your spinner's only bowling 29 of them. He has bowled almost a third, to be fair, so he has bowled quite a fair bit. And then Kingston in the second innings took 2 for. We took 2 for in the second innings off of just 9 overs, so that was pretty good. Pretty happy with that, to be fair. And then the openers getting the job done. 101 not out off of just 23.5 overs. So all the bowlers used for the Redbacks in that second game. As I said, pretty uneventful game for us. We do get on the board with that 2 for 20. Played a pretty awful leave, to be fair, to get ourselves dismissed in that first innings. We're looking to try and kick on. We've struggled a little bit with the bat as of late. Definitely did enjoy the bowling being a bit more of a challenge. Still taking 2 for 20 is a very good knock. Let's go and see our selection status. I'm hoping that we are very close to 1-day selection in the Australian domestic scene. Alright, so it hasn't actually changed. We are still expecting selection. We are very close on the Australian 2020 clash, though, which is good, because that means that possibly we are close to making that Big Bash side. So that will probably happen next season, I'd say, because we are getting towards the end of the domestic season. So we still have plenty of opportunity to go and make that. We've got some club cricket coming up, I think, in a little bit, and everything else is still a fair way off. But as we can see, so we've got basically 2 more first-class games. We're travelling to the G to take on the bottom place Bush Rangers, and then we are back home against the New South Wales Blues in the last game of the season. And just having a look at the standings, so we've pretty much, to be fair, wrapped up the tournament already, it must be said. We're 9 points ahead. You'd think we probably just need a draw. I don't really know how the points and stuff work. I'm guessing 6 for a win, which would make sense, and possibly 1 for a draw, because that is the way that the Redbacks... That's the way that all the draws have worked out. So possibly 6 points for an outright win, and then 1 point for the draw. Not really too sure how the bonus points and all that stuff works, and net run rate. We have come back. We started off slow at the start of the season. We have now won 4 games on the trot in the first class arena, which is absolutely awesome, because I don't want to say that we were struggling, but we just couldn't quite get those wins on the board in those first couple of games for Tassie. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to give it a like, smash that thumbs up button, Leave me a comment down below. Always enjoy reading those. Remember to subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Until next time, ka kite anō. See you soon.